Hey there everyone, my name is Chad and this is my video review for Body Beast, which is Beachbody's mass building or hypertrophy program. If you're not familiar with Beachbody, they have a huge line of in-home fitness products that are really successful, such as P90X, Insanity, the whole Turbo Jam, Turbo Fire series. So right up front, I'll let you know I started making this video review a few days ago, and I just got interrupted, so I had to stop. But it's gonna be long. It's gonna be long, but it's gonna be detailed. Probably one of the more detailed reviews you're gonna find out there. Um, this is gonna go into much more depth than what you could just find on like the FAQ page of the Body Beast homepage. This is stuff that I've seen, just from questions I've seen asked a lot online that that don't go that go unanswered. My own questions I've had. So that's what form, kind of that's the base of what this is going to be around. I'm a team Beachbody coach. You may be thinking, okay, he's a team Beachbody, he's associated with the company, therefore it's going to be a fantastic review. Yes and no. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell you there are some things I like about the program, and there's some things I don't like about the program. Some people this is for, I think, and some people it's not for. So I'm going to give you a really honest review. Really to help guide you and make the decision. If you're researching this, is this may or may not be the right thing for you to get. Body Beast, as you know, is Beachbody's. It's their mass building program. I think the program says get you 10 pounds in 90 days. Look, you gotta be real. That's a marketing slogan. When it comes to mass building, there's you need the three simple rules are eat big, lift big, and sleep. You need to be realistic. Building mass is not easy. It's much more. It goes much more than that. And that's a great thing about this. That's one thing I like about the program. It's a fully complete system. So obviously you have your workouts there, the instruction on going rep by rep, set by set. So you work with Sagi Kalev, who's the trainer. Comes with a really comprehensive nutrition manual, which I'll go over. You have the support and accountability system, which is fantastic, and as well, you have the option to buy the packages with certain levels of supplements. So it comes with the whole supplement program as well. So take all the guesswork and researching out of trying to pick it up. What do you need? You have that option available to get it all. So here's just my supplements are downstairs, but kind of the base what you get. But aside from the supplements, this is really the Bible, the Book of Beast. This is everything to walking you through the workouts. The philosophy behind the program, and and all the nutritional information is in here. You have a calendar, and then obviously you have all your DVDs, right? So this is the base package, and then like I said, on top of that, you have different levels of supplements that come with this as well. Quickly, the science behind this is, they coin it dynamic set training. Basically, the concept of what's known as time under tension. There's like a magic window of basically having applying resistance between 40 to 70 seconds, and then having minimal rest in between sets. Research, I guess within the past 5-10 years or so, that's what I guess studies are showing to really elicit the greatest muscle growth or hypertrophy. You used to hear of things like 3 sets of 8 or pyramid sets. You go 12 reps, 10 reps, 8 reps, 6 reps, whatever it is. You think about it, 8 reps can be done many different ways. You can do slow reps. You can do 8 reps in 10 seconds. You can do 8 reps in 40 seconds. It really depends on your cadence. So this is more around the actual time. That's what the way this is structured, all the different sets. And they're all these fancy names. Pre-fatigue sets, drop sets. Super sets. These are more commonly known, but they have I forget the name. Progressive sets, multi sets, whatever it is. It's all basically around different ways of executing against time under tension. That's basically that's basically it. Who I think this program is really geared for. So obviously anyone if you're like a skinny person, a hard gainer, you're looking to gain mass. Right, there's a mass building program. It's for you. Men or women, plenty of women are doing the program. It's not just a guys only program. Don't think that. Graduates of maybe other Beachbody programs, people that you've done a P90X or Insanity, you're looking to get more into resistance training. You're asking what's next. This is a good one. People that like resistance routines, right? Maybe you're not into cardio, you like lifting weights, you want something like a home program that has more resistance stuff, this is great for you. Also, maybe someone that's gone to the gym before, you've either, you pulled out, maybe magazine articles or random stuff you've seen online, and, you're just going to the gym or winging it when you go to the gym, right? The great thing about this is a structured program, something that you can measure and progress and track yourself week over week. And so it's not just like going and figure out, I'm going to do this for chest today, I'm going to do this for arms today. I mean, it's laid out for you. So someone that's had, if you've gone to the gym, you're not finding any real results. Again, a great structured program for you to follow. Who it's not for. It's not a strength program, right? If you're looking to, if you have that more of that power lifter mentality, you're looking to, focus on doing really heavy squats and presses and stuff like that. This isn't an Olympic lifting program. So don't, so I'm not going to lie and pretend it is. I say it's not for people that really aren't open-minded, and the ways to say that is that if you're like if you're really fixated on like old lifting techniques, or certain programs like Starting Strength, or I don't know, German volume training, or Mad Cow 5x5, Dark Crab 531. I mean, these are all kind of people that are in the bodybuilding world. These are semi, I guess, popular type programs, and you feel that it's like that way and there's no other way, and this is gimmicky because it's from a direct sales company. Don't get, you're going in with kind of a preconceived notion of what this is going to be. So don't waste your time or money because you're basically setting the program up to fail to begin with. So it's not for you. I guess I'd go with that. As far as the calendar schedule, so like I said, it's 90 days. It's broken up into 3 phases. There's like a build phase, and there's a bulk phase, and then the last kind of 3 to 4 weeks is what they call the beast phase, which is really where you cut your calories and more, I guess, of like the cutting portion of the program. As far as like the schedule or the calendar goes, there are 2 ways that they have it structured to run. There's a lean program, and then there's a huge program. The only difference is the amount of cardio that's in the lean program. Lean program, if you normally it's tough to like burn fat and gain mass at the same time, just because to gain mass you have to eat at a calorie surplus. So the lean program is if there's an extra there's a little more cardio baked into the program, so there'll be a little more fat burning aspect into it, but that's really the difference. But as far as like the according to the book, the recommended calories that you should be eating, that's the same whether it's the lean or the huge program. So it's really the only difference is really a little more cardio. What else? So a little about the videos. So each video has Sagi, who's, I said, is like the lead. He co-developed this program. Sagi Kalev, Mr. Israel, 2-time Mr. Israel bodybuilder. He has 2 cast members, 2 of his buddies with him. One is always doing the equipment, using like kind of like the full recommended equipment, and then he has another one showing you the moves on modified equipment. So, for example, instead of a bench, they're using a stability ball. If they don't have a bar like a curl bar, they're just using dumbbells. They don't have a pull-up bar, they're using resistance bands. So and again, it's like, and you're literally with them rep for rep, set by set. It's it's a follow along program, which is one thing I like. I work at home, and it just makes it a little more engaging and more interactive, and I don't feel like I'm just stuck in my basement all by myself. So that's the thing about the videos. I mean, Sagi gives a lot of good instruction and technique, which is really important, especially when you're lifting potentially heavy weights. But then the 2 kind of cast members that are with him are doing different modifications, more so from an equipment standpoint. As far as equipment, so the recommended equipment are bench, dumbbells, and an easy curl bar and a pull-up bar. The bare minimum is you can use this, like I said before, you can use a stability ball instead of the bench, and you can just use dumbbells if you don't have you use dumbbells if you don't have the curl bar. They show you can use a resistance band if you don't have a pull-up bar. This is not like a P90X where you can use resistance bands for the weights instead of the dumbbells. The only use of the resistance band, if you're going to do it, is if you don't have a pull-up bar, you can't do pull-ups. So I guess so. After going through the program, as far as weight, I actually find, and you may go through the weights. So I have power blocks. I have dumbbells. They're 90 pounds. There are certain exercises where I can do more than 90 pounds. I mean, I'm not a huge guy by any means, by any stretch of the imagination, but I can push okay weight around. So I just happen to have had, just from exercising prior. I mean, I had a squat rack. I had a lot of weight plates. So sometimes I will substitute some moves. I won't, dumbbell squats of 180. I can do more than that. So I will use a bar for that. I can deadlifts. I can do more than 180 pounds combined. So I will use a barbell for that. I just want to set expectations. If you're doing this at home, you may need to invest down the line. I mean, it may be okay for starting, 50 or 90-pound dumbbells and, whatever plates you have with the curl bar, but you may need to eventually invest and get more weights because you're going to get bigger, you're going to get stronger with this program. I mean, that's what it's made to do. So, it may be the weight you start out with the program, you may want to bump it up down the line. As far as can you do this in the gym, the answer is yes. Except what I recommend is because there's a lot of sets like supersetting or compound or multi-setting, going from one exercise to the other, or doing one exercise but going up and down a rack of weights. It's tough to do if you're in a busy gym or at a gym during the busy time. If you're going to do it, I recommend hopefully your gym is not busy or you're going an off hour, just because you're really going to get the most out of the program and do it as laid out. You're going to need to monopolize a lot of equipment or a lot of dumbbells and have free reign to a lot of stuff. It can be done at the gym, but you really need a lot of access to your gym, or it's going to be a little challenging. Supplements. So the 4 supplements that come with the program, and if you've done research on it, you'll see. I mean, there's like a base shake, which is whey protein. There's creatine. There's Super Suma, which is like a testosterone energy booster, and then there is also the why am I spacing out? The Fuel Shot, which is more for like a recovery drink. There's not. I got the supplements. If I'm going to be doing a program, my feeling is I like to do it as directed, at least the first time, to try to get the maximum out of it. And then if I feel I can, modify or do things differently thereafter, I will. But for out of the bat, I like to do it as prescribed, because if I'm going to be investing my time and money in it, I'd rather take advantage of the program and the system to its fullest. Nutrition. So nutrition is Sagi will say it's all important. I've heard of an interview saying there's no one piece more important than the other, but hey, if you look in the book, on like one of the first pages in the book, he talks about like the 1-23 rule. You exercise for an hour, and then the other 23 hours are based on like how you fuel and recover your body and the foods you put into it, and the rest you have. Also, as far as like the Body Beast book, 3/4 of the book is about nutrition anyway. So nutrition is huge. If you're familiar with like a P90X, where they would put you in 3 levels based on your calorie range, there are 16 calorie ranges here. So it is so specific based on kind of your weight and your body fat percentage. There's a whole calculation to tell you like what calorie range you should be eating in. You're also supposed to recalculate your calories after every phase. So after the build, so you start it, you take your measurements, and it tells you what calorie range you should be at to start the program. After day 30, or after you done the first build phase, you take you redo your measurements, and then most likely you probably have gained weight, and you need to up your calories more to gain mass. You do that again, and then after the bulk phase, when you head to the final phase, is when you cut your calories, and also the kind of the ratio, your macronutrient ratio between your carbs, proteins, and fats, they shift as well from each phase. So it's all, I'm not gonna give you the specifics, but it's all laid out in the book. But just like that detailed of a program. Oh, what else? So as far as the nutrition guide, there are 2 ways. They either give you kind of menus, they give you actual meal plans and recipes so you can make it. Or what I prefer is the portions approach, where they'll lay out the 7 different nutrient categories you should be eating, and approximately how many portions or calories you should be eating in each category. It just gives me a little more flexibility. I tend to buy a lot of stuff in bulk, so it's like if I know I need like 700 calories from protein, I know it's a couple cans of tuna and some chicken breast or turkey, so it just gives me some people like the meal plans. To me, it's just very time consuming and very detailed. You're eating a lot, so I just like to know, like basically how much do I need, and then I'll just bring that much food with me to work that day. Okay, what else? Some tips. I'm almost at the end here. Sorry, hope you're still with me. Some tips. Watch. What I recommend is watch the videos before. Watch the videos before the first time you do it, because, like I said, you need to really understand like the exercises and the pace of it, and know what weights you should be working with. So I'd almost like do a trial run with each workout before you officially begin the program. It'll just make it that. Or I mean, otherwise your first workout is going to take really long. Just because there's a lot of trial and error you're gonna have to go through. Learning proper form. I mean, that's obviously pay attention to the form and the technique, which is another reason to watch the videos once. I'd say if you're not really experienced with lifting weights, you're gonna be lifting some heavy weight. The number one thing is to prevent injury and to be safe. So, and that's reinforced time and time again in the video. So definitely learn and understand the proper form and technique. Nutrition. To gain mass, you have to eat a lot. Most likely, you've never eaten the amount of calories or cleanly, right? It's like 3,500 calories. Years ago, when I could go to get 2 Big Macs and fries and a milkshake at McDonald's, and that's what led me to Beachbody, because I had to reverse everything, that all the damage I did, and that was like 3,000 something calories right there. So eating 3,000 calories, 3,500 calories isn't necessarily difficult to do, but doing it like the smart way, the clean way, so you bulk up with muscle and not excess fat. So don't be afraid to eat. You have to eat is where I'm really going with this. Also, proper equipment. I'd recommend you have as much of the equipment as you can get. It's just going to make the program that much more efficient and effective. So those are some tips. What I like about it. Obviously, I mean, I like resistance routines, which is exactly what this is. I like Sagi's style. He's pretty. He's really motivating. I mean, he's like in your face. It's that gym mentality, but it's not like over the top gym mentality, like grunting, groaning. He's fairly. It comes across pretty good on video. So it's not staged at all. And you definitely get into it. A little thing you can when you turn on the DVD, you can actually skip chapters, and you can skip through like all the legal warnings. The reason I say this is because with P90X2, a lot of people had gripes about it. You get to watch like a 2-minute legal disclaimer, and there are all these promotional videos and ads and everything. So with this, you could skip right to the beginning of the workout once it kicks on, which is pretty good. They're not like really trying to sell you. They're not the workout videos themselves are not full of a lot of like product promos. So, I mean, Beachbody has a lot of great products, and they advertise them after the workouts, but they're not advertising them during the workouts. So that's just something I've seen before. People weren't all that excited about that they did, and that does not happen in Body Beast. So like I said, I work out at my gym. I work out in my basement. I enjoy kind of the pretend interaction and atmosphere of having Sagi and his buddies. So I like that. Dislikes, what I think I guess could be improved. The warm-ups and cool-downs are really short. It's about a 2-minute warm-up and like a 1.5-minute cool down. I mean, I've done enough programs where I do my own little warm-up, maybe just to get a few more minutes in there. I just don't feel like like a 1.5, 2 minutes isn't, especially for like a leg routine. When my first move is gonna be doing like squats or deadlifts, just do like a minute's worth of lunges or hip extensions. I feel like I need to, especially because I work out early in the morning, I feel like I need a little more than a 1.5 minutes, but just letting you know that. They have like a little, abs are done once a week, but in each workout they do, for some reason at the end there's like one ab exercise, which doesn't, I don't know, to do like 30 seconds of one ab exercise every day. I don't see what that's necessarily doing. Maybe I trust the program. I guess they know there's obviously a reason they did it, but I don't know, just my own opinion. I'd say kind of my biggest, I don't say it's a dislike. It goes really fast, and the reason I say that is that the more kind of you want to be careful not to fall victim of having improper form, because you want to keep up with them. So sometimes, I mean, and it's not like I'm taking excess breaks, but especially when you're lifting long, the heavier the weight, sometimes like your reps just take a little longer. And I find at times I feel like you can fall in the trap of like rushing to like run to the next exercise. The breaks are there. I mean, you're not supposed. I mean, I'm not saying I take 3-minute breaks in between sets and reps, but if I'm changing weights, they're already starting while I'm moving plates off. Like I'll take an extra 15 seconds or so to catch my breath and move on. So I just think and the challenge is because it's a home workout video, so what good is it? Is it it gets boring if you're watching a video at home or you're working out this video and you're waiting around for them because in resistance routines you're supposed to take a lot of rest in between sets. But I don't know. I just feel like it moves fast. Just be careful not to injure yourself. There's no stretching. There's no yoga in this. I guess something, if you're familiar with Beachbody programs, a little different. So there you have it. Thank you so much if you're still with me for sticking with and watch this video. Hopefully you found the review helpful. And obviously, again, if you have any questions, comment or leave a message on here. Or again, email me directly, getfitwithchad@gmail.com or facebook.com/getfitwithchad. And hope this helped you out. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.